Hi everyone, it's Monday, March 23rd, 2020, and I just had my first rapture dream. So I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, and I'm just going to read it off to you. So here we go. I woke up at around 2:15 a.m. and started to have trouble going back to sleep, and at some point when I closed my eyes, I could sense some white and pale blue lights and balls of light starting come to come on to come on. I was still awake and had the feeling an important dream or message was about to be given to me. I opened my eyes, tossed and turned again, trying to fall asleep. When I did fall asleep, I'm not sure what time that was. I don't recall. So what had happened next was the first part of my dream is a bit blurry. I can't remember much about it. I know I dreamt it. It's possible that God didn't want me to see exactly what the timeline was or what event it was when where I was at in my dream. Or yeah, so that's why it's a bit blurry and I can't talk much about it. But what I do recall is there was some sort of indoor event going on with people in suits or possibly tuxedos. I'm not really certain. I don't think I took part in it. However, I do recall seeing the event take place. The second part, which is I fully remember, it was very vivid, is it's where all the action happened. I was in a large vehicle, and it felt like a large SUV with a large rear view window, and possibly sunroof. It felt like there was a sunroof anyway. And in the car, there were three family members, a female and two males. Or no, yep, two males. It wasn't quite clear who those family members were. Anyway, going back, I don't know what time of day it was in my dream, whether it was morning, afternoon, or early evening. I do recall that it was kind of a gloomy day. And I don't know if the car was in motion or if we were just sitting in the car and not going anywhere. But we somehow decided to turn around and look outside the back window. And when we did, we noticed, we saw these thousands of like balls of lights coming from the sky, racing down towards us so quickly. And as soon as they got close, they formed into the army of God. It was happening so quickly. They were just shooting down, and then all of a sudden formed into what I can only assume is the army of God, and then they just raced off into the distance. And at that point, we were all on our knees facing the back window, cheering them on. At first, we didn't quite realize. I think we were just sort of surprised, caught off guard, what was going on. But once we did realize what was going on, we were really excited. We were almost like cheering them on. And so, anyways, and then from another far distance to the right, very far distance to my right, the sky was like this brilliant blue like a brilliant blue sky appeared, and more balls of lights started coming down towards us and turning into the army of God. And then within like seconds, was it like a giant swirl of sand started to turn and formed into a face right in, like, behind the vehicle that we were at, and blew, I think it may have been wind or something, towards the enemy. And we were like cheering, yay, yay, yay. And at that moment, I thought, oh my gosh, that has to be Archangel Michael or someone. Because from my understanding, Archangel Michael leads the blue light of Ray, which represents power, protection, strength, faith, courage. So that was my feeling at the moment, that it's gotta be an archangel, or if not, like, definitely Archangel Michael. And so we weren't scared at all. And then once that sand formation blew the wind, we started tapping on the windows, trying to get its attention, saying, don't forget us, don't forget us. And then all of a sudden, our vehicle was picked up and showed us this, from above, showed us a what was it, a group of people that were in a peaceful and calm environment, and they were celebrating. And that's when I woke up. So hopefully you find this well, and have a good day.